How to manage big emotions, scary emotions, uncomfortable, difficult emotions, and face your fears. Hey everyone, and in this video I'm going to share with you some ideas on how you can do that, how you can manage those emotions and still face your fears. And the first thing you need to do is to calm down. When you are experiencing very strong emotions, it can be very difficult to think and act rationally. When you are angry or frightened, your body goes into the flight or fight mode, which can cause you to react emotionally instead of logically. It is important to learn to calm yourself down when you are experiencing negative emotions. One technique is to take deep breaths. Focusing on your breathing will not only help you to shift your focus, but it will help you to calm down physically and emotionally. Another tool is to do exercise. People who exercise regularly are less likely to experience anxiety than those who don't. And there are a few reasons behind this. Regular exercise lowers the level of stress hormones. It also helps release chemicals that improve your mood and act as a natural painkiller. Exercise also helps to improve your sleep quality, which can be negatively affected by your stress and your anxiety. Regular exercise improves feelings of confidence and mood, which in turn promotes mental well-being. So try to find an exercise, a routine, an activity you like, you enjoy. Maybe it's walking, dancing, climbing, yoga. Try anything, any activity that it will help you release stress, worry, and anxiety. Another thing that helps is to use calming essential oils. Lavender has been shown to be effective at reducing anxiety in some situations, having a test, speaking in front of a class, doing a presentation in front of the crowd. Consider wearing a lavender lotion or keep a bottle of lavender essential oil nearby you so that you can smell it now and then to calm down. Another thing that helps is to listen to soothing music. The soothing music has power. The soothing power of music, it is well established. It affects our emotions and can be extremely effective to help us manage stress. Soothing music can slow the pulse and heart rate, lower blood pressure, and decrease the level of stress hormones. Also distract us from our worries. Research shows that listening to music can help a person with depression or anxiety. Now, when people are feeling stress, overwhelmed, there is a tendency to avoid listen to music. And this is because when people are stressed, when they are sad, they think and believe that it is a waste of time. When there is so much to worry about, listening to music, no, it's a waste of time. However, adding music to our day is a small effort that can produce great rewards. Another thing that helps is journaling. Write your thoughts and feelings down. One way to handle stress is to write those thoughts and feelings down. Many studies have shown that journaling is a valuable tool to improve mental health. When you are journaling, it's like taking out trash. So write down how you feel. Identify your feelings. When you are feeling anxious, sit down and write about how you feel. Write about the thoughts you have. When you are writing down your thoughts, you will be able to identify your automatic negative thoughts. When you experience anxiety, chances are that your thoughts are creating negative experiences. So start to observe those automatic negative thoughts and then challenge them. Challenge your negative thoughts. Once you have learned to identify your automatic negative thoughts, you must begin to analyze and challenge them. Ask yourself questions about the thoughts and test whether or not it is really true. Use logic and evidence to disprove those automatic negative thoughts. Negative thoughts can end up making you feel out of control, but you are in control. You can shift those automatic negative thoughts. So ask yourself questions to challenge your anxious feelings and thoughts. Another thing that it will help you to manage big emotions whenever you have to do something that you think is dangerous is to ask yourself what is the worst thing that can happen, and then switch to problem solving. Solve the issue. If you are experiencing a negative emotion, the emotion probably has some underlying causes. If you want to shift the way you are thinking and feeling, you must take action against the problem that is causing the feeling. This type of coping is useful when you have some control over the situation. Sometimes we worry about things that are out of our control. When you worry and you are afraid about every possible outcome, you remain stagnant. So, take action against anxiety, against your fear. Consider every angle of your worry, of the problem. Ask yourself logical questions that can help you to switch the focus from negativity to productive problem solving. Go through the worst case scenario. To diminish anxiety and worry, it is a great idea to take a closer look to your worry. Be like a detective. Try these questions anytime you feel anxious, worried, scared about something. Write them down. Write these questions down and the answers. So, what I am most afraid that it will happen? What it will be so bad if that thing will happen? What other bad things might happen? What if your fear will actually happen? What it will be so bad if this happens? What can I do about it? Am I sure 100% that this will happen? What evidence do I have that this is likely to happen? Is there evidence that this is not likely to happen? How many times have I predicted this will happen? And how many times has actually happened? And if it did happen, how did I cope with? If it didn't happen, how can I handle it? How can I cope with? If I would face my fear and the event will stop, will end, how would I feel? What if I will prepare and I will be more prepared, more confident? What is more likely to happen in this situation? Check your answers and you will see that your mind will calm down a little bit because already the mind has some answers. Another thing that you can do is to visualize a positive outcome. One of the most common fears is the fear of the unknown. When uncertainty exists, you, not just you, everyone might be tempted to avoid doing what you're supposed to do or you want to do. Turning anxiety into action is much easier when you practice visualizing a favorable result. Visualize what you want. Close your eyes and imagine the result you want. Imagine yourself feeling confident and calm. when you do that imagination, focus on the things that you want, not on the things that you do not want. Another thing that it will help is to create a personal anxiety mantra. Whenever you have to face your fears, you can use some positive affirmations. Affirmations that empowers you, that calms you. And some examples are, when this is over, I will be glad I did it. It is hard now, but I will make it, and it will become easier with time. I will not let anxiety to stop me. Feelings come and go. The anxiety won't last forever. Another thing that helps is to stop focusing on the negative and focus on the positive. When you are anxious about something, it can be incredibly easy to see only the negative aspects of it. As with all things, though, there must be a positive facet to your fear. So don't focus only on the negative, completely ignoring the positive. Focus on the positive. Challenge the negative and focus on the positive. Another thing you can do is to draw a brain, okay? Write down inside the brain your worries and talk to your worry. Pick a name if you want, and then ask to your brain these questions. Hey, the name which you pick. I've noticed that you are feeling scared, you are feeling nervous. What happened? And write down all the answers that comes into your mind. What makes you feel like this? And what do you think it will happen? How do you know for sure that this will happen? And if this will happen, what is the worst thing about it? If what you think and worry will happen, how can you manage? Is there something that you can do to minimize that your worry won't happen? What it is in your control about this situation? What it is out of your control about this situation? How would you feel if what you worry won't happen? Can you think of a positive thought that it will help you? What it is that you need to calm yourself down? After you had answered to these questions, tell to your worry, thank you for wanting to keep me safe, to protect me. And then say, but I will be okay. I will be alive. I will be safe even if I can handle the situation. It's not a big deal. It's not the end of the world. Yes, I might still feel nervous, but I'm still safe, even if I have these feelings. I'm still safe, even if they will reject me. I'm still safe, even if I will fail or make a mistake. I'm still safe, even if they will laugh. Another thing, which is very, very important, is to face your fears. Many people who suffer from anxiety, social anxiety, tend to avoid their fears rather than facing up to them. Although this can help to release anxiety in short term, but in long term it can make the anxiety worse. Facing your fears is always difficult and requires a lot of bravery and determination. But if you want to be in control of your anxiety, facing your fears, it is something that you must do. Building confidence, overcoming anxiety, controlling your emotions, learning to be in control, it will take some time and practice. Lots of practice, commitment. It won't happen overnight. You are learning new behaviors, a new pattern of thinking, and this takes practice. But little by little, you will be able to overcome your fears, be in control of your emotions, change your beliefs about yourself and your abilities. It is easy to ignore our fears and hope that they will just go away. Unfortunately, they don't. If you don't face your fears, they will end up controlling you. How to face your fears so they don't feel so scary? The most common way to face your fears is through exposure. Gradually face the thing or the situation you are afraid of. Remember that trying to avoid anxiety reinforces anxiety. Say to yourself, I can accept and tolerate this anxiety feeling and allow it to happen. I can then try to learn the facts about this situation. And I can do things that it will help me reach my dreams, my goals, instead of spending time trying so hard to get rid of the anxiety.